What's up everybody, this is Germ17 here, and today I have a gameplay on the track St. John d'Angely. I think I probably butchered the name. This is the track that the 2011 Motocross of Nations was just ran at today, which is September 18th. I don't know when this video will get to Verb, but I did the pay-per-view so I could watch it. I was really excited. Of course, I was rooting for USA, so if I get a little biased in my discussion here, just ignore me then. But starting off on Saturday, the qualifying went really good for US. We went 1-1-1. All three of our riders swept their qualifying heats with ease. Actually, not with ease. I take that back. Dungey in the MXoN class, him and Caroli had a really good race, and Caroli was riding for Team Italy. They had a really good race for first place, and I was excited to see that. I was like, man, if that's what the real races are going to be like, this is going to be, really cool race. Blake Baggett in his qualifying heat, he went out. I think he got the whole shot. I can't remember. And then kind of walked away with a little lead at the end. Same with Villopoto. They both won theirs too. It was weird seeing all the riders from the AMA Nationals there, like Chad Reed, Brett Metcalf, Tyler Rattray, which he was on a 450 if you didn't know. Gareth Swanepoel, I was really impressed with him. He was riding for South Africa as well on the 450. And he wasn't doing half bad. I was really impressed with him. His rides on in the lights class over here in the Nationals probably helped him out a lot. So it was cool to see some names that you normally wouldn't see up towards the front of the pack. And it was cool getting to see a bunch of riders from around the world get together and do this. Chad Reed in the MXoN class on Saturday, he took the win, or on Sunday, sorry. The MXoN, the Heat won, Chad Reed won with Dungey in second, and I forget who in third. Oh, was it, I know I think it was Ken Roxon on the MX2 bike who took third in the first moto on Sunday. And I think that's a really cool format that they use. The qualifying teams, each moto there's two team members in the race, and so in the first moto it was Dungey and Baggett. They're running MX1 and MX2. In the second moto it was Baggett and Villopoto for MX2 and MX3, and then the third moto was Dungey and Villopoto for MX1 and MX3. So it's just cool getting to see, I really enjoyed seeing the smaller bikes, the MX2 class, mixing it up with the big bike classes. Some of those guys could keep up pretty good, and Ken Roxon was absolutely flying. I hadn't seen him race since, Supercross, I think it was. And he's gotten a lot faster from what I can tell. He made a couple mistakes throughout the weekend, and one of his teammates was hurt, which messed up their chances big time for taking first. They were still up there in points though, towards middle of the day on Sunday. Ken Roxon he took third and a second with his motos, so that helped his team a lot, only gaining 5 points. And if you didn't know, the MXN score, they go like golf scoring. The lowest score wins. First place gets 1 point, second place 2 points, and so on and so on. So they're going for the lowest combined score, and they get to throw out one moto at the end of the day. And they ended up throwing out one of Blake Baggett's motos. He took 17th in both of his. He had a crash in both of his motos. I think in his second moto, the third moto of the day, he got mixed. No, it was the second moto of the day for him. He got mixed up with with Dean Wilson. I think they didn't show it, but they mentioned something about it. You know, mentioned the rivalry they had going. So I think him and Wilson bumped bars a little bit and caused him to drop back to 36, and then he ended up getting back up to 17th place. So he had two 17th place rides. The third moto, when Dungy and Villapoto were out there, I was biting my fingers. You know, bad things kept happening to all the teams. Like, teams were braking and crashing. Purcell for Team France, he went out on like the 5th lap. It looks like he just pulled off the track and threw his bike over, so I think he had some bike problems. He was going really good. His teammate, oh, what was his name? Paulin, I think is his last name, for Team France. I had never seen this guy ride, never heard of him before, and he came out and he won the second moto in the MX3 class. You know, so he was pretty fast, and he got a bad start in the third moto. So Team France didn't have any good luck. Team Italy, Antonio Caroli, he had two really bad motos. His first moto, he was doing pretty good, and then he ended up crashing and breaking his handlebars off his bike, so he couldn't continue. And I think he injured his hand because in the third moto, he ended up pulling off. Well, his second moto, he ended up pulling off and not finishing the race. So Team Italy, you know, had some bad luck. Team Great Britain, after the first race, they were in the lead. Tommy Searle, that's who I want to talk about. He did really good. He was another one of those riders that moved up to the big bike class from the lights just for this race, and he impressed me a lot. He had two really solid finishes for Team GB, so that was cool. Tyler Rattray up on the 450, I think I mentioned him. He did really good for South Africa. Chad Reed's teammate Brett Metcalf, he did decent. His motos, he had a crash in the third moto, but still finished in a respectable spot. And their teammate Moss had he didn't get a start his second moto, and somehow with their good finishes, they still managed to pull off a third place overall for Team Australia. And but this is coming to an end. I just thought I'd get on here and talk to you guys about that real quick. The final finishes were Team USA first place, Team France second place, and Team Australia third place. This is Team USA's 7th consecutive year winning, so I'm really excited. I can't wait to see next year in Belgium. They're going to be at a sand track, so it'll be sweet. This has been Jerem. Take it easy, guys.
For daily motocross pro and am coverage, be sure to log on to vurbmoto.com, and if you like us, prove it.